Burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by prolonged stress, overwork, and lack of balance in life. According to the World Health Organization, burnout is a significant concern in the healthcare sector, affecting 43% of healthcare workers worldwide. It often develops gradually, starting with feelings of constant fatigue, reduced motivation, and emotional detachment, and can eventually lead to decreased job performance, compassion fatigue, and long-term health problems if not addressed. Healthcare professionals are particularly vulnerable due to the high-pressure nature of their work, long hours, emotional demands, and the responsibility of caring for patients in stressful environments. On your regular health talk show, The Physicians, we'll be discussing burnout in healthcare professionals. Stay tuned. It's another day with The Physicians, where your health is our business and will always be our business. My name is Dr. Martina Agbere, your regular anchor on this program. I will be discussing burnout in healthcare professionals. Of course, I won't be the only anchor here. I have with me, as usual, my very cerebral, celebratory string, we all call her that. She is no other person than...
I'm Dr. Emina Yusuf Kadri. Welcome to The Physicians, where your health is our business.
And will always remain our business. That is why we're here. Talking about burnout in healthcare professionals. That has to do with us, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very thin line.
Yes.
It's very easy to burn out, and it's also very easy for you not to burn out. So it's just like that water shield, between productivity and burnout. It's so slim and blurry,
yes,
that you may not even know when you are burning out.
That is the truth. But you won't know when you are burning out, probably because of the kind of job that we do.
Yeah.
It's more of a compassionate job.
Yeah, yeah.
And you are almost done with the patient, and you see another one coming.
Or an emergency just comes, and you're already on your way out.
And
you're this an emergency. All hands
maybe you just got home and they just call you. And even if you have risen, you are now like a consultant, and the junior ones are still working, they will still call you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay? So that line, the reason...
How do we
ensure? Because it has to do with work-life balance.
Very well.
Work-life balance. And if you are not able to do it properly, the consequences are grave.
Grievous. Some people never get to survive it. I've had a friend who, it was burnout. From burnout to anxiety to depression.
No, don't even go there.
Yeah, that was what
suicide.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to end it. We'll be back after this short break. Please stay tuned.
Every day and in every way, enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.
Welcome to your regular health TV talk show, The Physicians, where your health is our business. Today we'll be discussing burnout in healthcare professionals. And in the studio with me is Dr. Adekunle Dosunmu. He is actually the MD CEO of Southern Gem Hospitals. Dr. Dosunmu, you are welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Burnout in healthcare professionals. Why do you think, what are the possible causes, right, of why professionals, healthcare professionals, why do they experience burnout? Talking about healthcare professionals, of course, not only doctors, nurses, all the
burnout in healthcare professionals is quite a peculiar situation, and most people undergo stress in their different professions. But in the healthcare profession, there is this unique type of stress people tend to undergo. Number one, you tend to interact with a lot of people in pain, a lot of people that look up to you to solve their problems. So you are responsible to find a solution to the problem. You tend to interact with people who are going to lose their life or who are going to lose their life or have or relatives
Like
of
terminal
people who have lost their lives.
Okay.
You get to interact with people who have not come to terms with loss and might actually put the blame on you. And over time, that plus the fact that you're working on only hours. Sometimes doctors work 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, will eventually catch up. So it takes two dimensions. There's the mental aspect of the burnout, and then there's the physical aspect of the burnout. So it's very peculiar. Considering these factors, it becomes peculiar to healthcare professionals.
I want to leverage on that. I remember my house job days. When you resume work on Friday, if you're on the weekend call, you don't get to go home till Monday night.
Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Weekend call, yeah.
Like you are work that whole Friday, the Saturday,
Sunday.
the Sunday, Monday, you still work till when it's time to close. And sometimes you may not close that 5 p.m. You may have patients you have to run tests or you run around. Like literally during my house job days, you could do like this to me and I would disappear. Like I was, like my daughter's first year birthday, I was at the venue like a guest. Because my seniors had to be on duty for me to attend my own daughter's birthday. I carried the box there, changing, doing that. When I finished, I packed things to make sure I appreciate my seniors. And then when I came back around that 8, I'd be 9 p.m., thank them. I continued work like as if I didn't just come back from.
Dr. Mimola, now that you have just said that, I'm just beginning to wonder, why did we even do weekend calls then?
Do you understand?
Why did they do that?
That
Really?
was almost like, not 72 hours. That is like,
Yes.
I don't know. That was like 96
Was it that they didn't
hours.
realize the consequences? That it gets to a limit, the extent in which you can actually work and you won't give your best.
Yeah.
That is the next question.
Yes.
How does this impact patient care? Because I could, some of, in fact, the call room, you may just come and maybe you just want to take water from the fridge and you make the mistake of sitting down.
Those of
You are off until somebody will come and call you like you left the patient in the ward. So how does this impact patient care?
It has a significant impact on patient care. We can't understate that. If you look at most countries, it's actually unlawful for doctors to work past certain hours. So the challenge we have in Nigeria, and we can't excuse that challenge and put our doctors through that strain. We have a challenge of the ratio of doctors to the population.
Sure. Yeah.
So we don't have enough doctors, we don't have enough nurses, and hence we now overwork those that are available to us. You have to remember also that, for example, the house officer, the intern, is someone who doesn't have a right yet.
yes.
You're still working.
You cannot grumble.
Yeah.
You cannot frown. You can only cry.
So you're still working to get
Your permanent full
license.
registration. Yeah.
So what they can put an intern to, they probably will not put a junior registrar or a senior registrar to, because although they still overwork them, but they still have a voice. The intern, sometimes when they are employing them, they make them sign a contract saying that they can't go on strike. Some hospitals do. So, however, that culture of overworking people, it also has to do with the culture of disregarding people's pains, people's complaints. When a doctor says, "Oh, I've been working since Friday," and then the senior doctor will be like, 20 years ago, me too, I used to work like that. So
There's nothing new.
Okay. So you made a statement just now concerning few doctors, right? Having to deal with a lot of patients, and we don't have a lot to say. It's not only in Nigeria. Now, I've noticed that even in the Western world, they're also going through the same challenge. A lot of burnouts. Many of the people, those in residency especially, they're complaining. They now do this 48 hours, weekend calls like we used to do, what that we're still doing. And they suffer a lot. These days on social media, you see this moving on. Those in doing internal medicine, how they feel. Those anesthetists, how they feel. Those that are surgeons, how they feel. Just trying to drive home the point of burnout. Okay? So for now, we all burn out as healthcare professionals at one point or the other. What are the signs and the symptoms so that people can recognize them? We're human too. Because nobody will tell you, you know how you feel, people see you, you are drained, but you still keep pushing. So at what point, what are the things, the signs that people should look out for and say, oh, my doctor is tired, I need to let him or her rest?
So from my experience, because whether we like it or not, we will go through burnout.
Yes, we all do.
From my experience, there are, like you said, there are two ways about it. It could be sudden. You just, it might just manifest as anxiety, fatigue. You just feel exhausted. You feel, you start to doubt yourself. Like, you know, even during emergencies, you start asking 2 or 3 questions when you know that this is the normal routine you're supposed to.
Or you'll be sleeping during clacking.
These are, you know, things that start to manifest. And then the long-term impact, it's also a two-way thing. It can affect your health in terms that when you expose yourself to stress consistently, certain conditions begin to appear. If you are prone to be hypertensive and you manage yourself well, you might not become hypertensive. You watch your diet, you exercise, but the doctor will tell you, if you don't want to be hypertensive, avoid stress, diet, have a good diet and exercise. Now, if you're not able to avoid stress, that will cause a problem in the future. Also, the mental health implications and the implications on the family. So sometimes you become less sensitive to the concerns of your family. You'll be like, oh, somebody died yesterday. You are coming to tell me that you need school fees.
Need school fees.
What do you mean?
What is the relationship?
And these are things that start to manifest because we begin to find it difficult to compartmentalize
some things,
and all the emotions begin to manifest in us. So it's very important for doctors to, number one, understand those symptoms. Once they manifest, isolate them and talk to your colleagues, talk to a professional about it.
So what strategies do you think these healthcare professionals should take? What strategies should they actually use in ensuring that they have this work-life balance and they don't get to the stage of burnout? Because during my conversation with Dr. May, she talked about a friend, a colleague of hers, who actually got to the stage of burnout and had anxiety, which you also talked about, and became depressive, and of course took the last point, got to the point of being suicidal, and actually committed suicide. So how exactly, in what ways do you think healthcare professionals can avoid all this?
It's very important for healthcare practitioners to, first of all, understand that we are also human, and we work in an environment that is not normal. Don't normalize your job.
Exactly. It's not a badge of honor.
Yeah. So it's not normal to go through certain experiences on a daily basis. It's also important for you to create a proper work-life balance. Spend time at work, know your maximum, and learn to say no. If you're working for 60 hours a week, know that you're working for 60 hours a week. If you're not working on Fridays and Sundays, Don't let anyone get you out of your house to go to work on those days. Get someone to cover for you, but don't let anything distract you from enjoying your own self.
Unless that's if you switch off your phone as a house officer.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you want to escape that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if they call you to come on call, you may not have any.
Yeah, you might not have any. So, I will be able to, as a house officer, there are some points in the career where you would not have that option. And it, unfortunately for most people, they are still young enough for them to physically, not mentally, but physically sustain that strain on their body.
Yeah.
It gets to an age
To break up.
where you cannot sustain the strain you could when you're a house officer.
Yeah, sure.
You'll be shocked that what you went through as a house officer, by the time you're 45, 50, you cannot go through that.
And you'll be wondering how you
Yeah.
cope.
Both physically and emotionally, you can't. So don't put yourself in that position. Also, you have to take holidays. I tell doctors, it doesn't mean that you're traveling abroad. Go to Abeokuta, go to
You're
Ibadan.
still traveling.
Yes. Take a leave from the hospital, at least
Yeah.
2 weeks to a month in a year.
Use your leave judiciously.
Yes.
Yeah.
That will help.
There are so many people that haven't gone and leave.
The fact they just circle house, home, if church or mosque, house, home, they don't really go anywhere,
Yeah.
and it's wrong.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, give you a story, and this leads us to the next question. As a young house officer, I think my traumas from house job days, like really, like literally, not being a psychiatrist, I had to ensure I heal from my unresolved traumas, because that was the only way I can deliver, help people out in their sessions. I remember a man who came in, accident and emergency, in Lagos, when you see that yellow bus. In the night,
They'll be screaming.
if you were sleepy before, that sleep has disappeared.
gone.
This man's case, we got into the theater. He didn't see the child because he took the wife to the delivery room. On his way back, he ran into armed robbers. They shot him, blah, 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 and they brought him. So 2 group of surgeons were working on him, cardiothoracic and the abdominal. And we got him out. I saw the power of people. They donated blood, like pints and pints and pints of blood. We got him out. I'm the house officer, so he was primarily my patient, of course, junior reg, senior reg, the consultant. So I was managing this guy. He woke up, he was able to speak to the wife. Oh, you have a son, da. The one that got into the hospital, the bed was empty. I said, no. I hope it's not. Maybe they just moved to another room. So I went to the nurses. So what about Mr. Aziz? Said, oh, we lost him, just casually. Hey, I cried. I went home. I told my husband, I'm not practicing medicine again. What nonsense is this? Is that how the people does that? So this man never met his son. This. They don't say it casually. Like, and so I was going and crying. They're like, is she new in this department? They say, yeah, she came last month. Don't worry, she will get used to it. Now, my question, how should organizations support healthcare workers? Because that is one thing we lack in the healthcare sector. Why? Because you can give me psychological debriefing, counsel me, support me. I was young, I was less than 25, I was newly married, I had a baby at home, marriages, then, I was just relating with the man that, new baby, then the man just went like that. And they just told me, she's new, but she will get used to it. Please, how should organizations support us?
Yeah, it's very, from what you're saying, I want to point something out to you. Part of the symptoms of burnout is desensitization, whereby you look at a very traumatic situation, you're like, he's dead.
Yes.
He's dead. So you'll be shocked that those people are burnt out already.
Yes.
They don't realize it.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
They're already chronically burnt out,
Yes.
so they don't.
Because under normal circumstances, that's going to be the reaction.
It's not normal. So, but I think it's very unfortunate because some people are lucky enough to understand that, look, I'm burning out, I need help. And it's not the responsibility of the doctors. The healthcare system itself should have therapists on ground to talk to people after traumatic, events. And also there should be constant peer meetings
support,
and peer
right?
support,
Yeah.
and whereby people discuss what they've experienced and how it affected them, and we should never disregard our
People's,
colleagues
yeah,
and their
pain.
concerns and their pains. So that culture of Nigeria, when you complain to someone, they will respond to you by a bigger complaint.
Like, and your problem, is that your problem?
Yeah.
Nah, if you hear my own now, I don't want to hear your own.
That one is a very small problem. Come on, hear man.
So it's that culture, which unfortunately it has actually permitted the healthcare sector. We need to remove it, because even if it's not affecting, if we think it's not affecting the mental health of our colleagues, it's affecting their longevity in the profession.
Yeah, and
A
their
lot of
delivery
people,
of service.
Yeah, of service. A lot of people, after 3-4 years of going through that, they will
So
say,
I'm
I
not
don't want
doing
to do it again.
Yeah.
For my own mental health, I don't want to be in this position again. So you see, like, probably only 50% of the people you did the house job with are still in clinical
You are right.
practice.
A lot of people are in the banks
yeah,
and oil and
so,
gas.
so
Yeah.
in talking about, you have to be self-aware to be able to cope in life, right, with some challenges. And we also know that in your environment, okay, and you're working, there's what you call the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Doctors who leave home, like Mamuna said, home, work, church or mosque, there is obviously no work-life balance there. Work-life balance ensures that you have your social life, your spiritual life, you recreational, you do a lot of things, okay? But for doctors and other healthcare professionals, what role do you think self-care would play in ensuring that they actually have a proper work-life balance? Because if you are not self-aware that you don't have a proper work-life balance, you will just burn out.
Yeah.
So what advantages do you think self-awareness will play in this?
I tell people that, look, don't get carried away. Coming through the profession and through the career over years, people start saying, oh, you're a good doctor, this, that. And then, you want to impress people.
Sure.
You give everybody your phone number. They can call you anytime. And you want to satisfy everybody.
At any time.
But then you have to realize the primary issue here. Yes, your profession requires you to be of service to the community. You yourself, why are you working?
Yep.
Why are you working? Ask yourself that simple question. You want to live a good life.
Sure.
So there are two things you have to balance.
Yeah.
You want to live a good life. You're not going to wait until you retire before you live a good life.
Exactly.
You're already living life today.
True.
So the goal is for you to understand that while I'm here to render service to people,
You need to be alive.
I have to be alive. I have to be of good, sane health.
Mind and body.
I have to be of good, sane mind as
Mind,
well,
yeah.
Yeah.
for me to be able to satisfy everyone. And you can't satisfy everybody.
Sure.
Also, we must learn to delegate.
And stop micromanaging.
You can, yes.
Wow.
You must learn to delegate. You can't handle all the cases.
We must learn to delegate. Dr. Dosunmu, learn to delegate. Martina Agbere, doctor, learn to delegate. Dr. May, celebrity stream, learn to delegate.
That's my mantra, please.
So on
People
that
get-
note, I just want to say thank you so much for being part of our program again today.
Thank you very much.
Talking about burnout in healthcare professionals is actually a call for us, something for us to
Yeah.
actually think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of doctors really don't. We really don't, because we just, probably because we have a shortage of doctors these days, you want to do everything. You can't do everything. I tell people, if you are not there, somebody else will do the work.
Yeah.
Thank you for being part of our program. We
Thank
look
you very
forward to
much.
seeing you again.
Thank you.
And to everyone who's watched us today, please, we are doctors, we are healthcare professionals. We need your support. Try as much as possible to also understand when we tell you that it is not going to be possible to see you today, or let another doctor see you. Okay, just accept it and be patient with us. There are times we go through our own fears and worries and challenges and burn out because of the job. It doesn't mean that we don't care. It doesn't mean that we don't want to, we don't love. It doesn't mean that we don't have compassion. But because we are also human, we also have our own time. Till next time, stay blessed.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dosunmu. This was very refreshing, taking me back and just having an outlet to share some of the stories I have, which are lots of them for days. To our viewers out there, you've heard it all. Dr. Martina has made an appeal. When the doctor tells you, please, not today, not now, just take it that this doctor also needs him or herself. We need ourselves for us to be able to deliver the right services. Burnout is real and is ravaging the industry. I will tell you as a psychiatrist, we have high rate of suicide. It's also among healthcare workers. You need to know that because medication, they are available to them, they are accessible to them. If a doctor is carrying any medication or any injection, nobody is going to ask them what they are doing with it. So suicide is quite high among doctors. And be kind, please, to follow us all our various social media platforms. Be kind to people you meet on a daily basis because you do not know their struggles. Until next time, my name is Dr. Memona Yusuf Kadri.
Every day and in every way, enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, you jump back supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.